Okay, so welcome back to the cabin once again. Over the last, I'm going to say few weeks, I've worked on remodeling the back of the house. This used to all be vinyl siding back here because this is the old portion of my house. As a matter of fact, this side of it used to be a mobile home. This was an addition over here that I put on when my kids were really young. And because this is part of who I am, even the mobile home portion, it's staying. Even though the log cabin looks so great, the mobile home's staying. It's encased in there now. No one would ever even know it's there. The room that I'm sitting on here, this is my back kitchen. I've got a video posted on my YouTube channel what this looks like inside. And then the pizza oven's here. So this is where I entertain people. And ever since I did the log cabin, I really hated having all that vinyl siding back here. So I redid that portion 2 years ago, and now with me not having a whole lot of stuff to do this spring, the goal is to get the outside of the property to match that log cabin. So over the last few weeks, as I said, I redid this. Today what we're doing is we're going to age that wood. So what I use is vinegar and steel wool. Basically, I just stuff the steel wool down into the vinegar and let it sit for 5 or 6 hours. This is red oak. You have to be really careful with how long you let that steel wool stay inside there because it will turn your wood black. So I probably only went about 4 hours. I did a test. It's going to be pretty good, so I'm happy with it. It definitely will take this new look away, which is what I'm going for. And then no matter what color it goes, it naturally will age later and become its natural color, but at least I can hide all this brand new wood. I don't always have the liberty to use old wood like with the cabin, but even up there were parts of that on the inside that I had to use the vinegar and steel wool trick. So this really doesn't have any color to it. It still just looks like it's clear vinegar. So it's not that it produced some type of stain. What it does is it produces a reaction. It causes the wood to oxidize to a somewhat natural oxidized color, such as it would if it just stayed out in the rain for a while and got natural acids from the atmosphere on it. So that's basically what it does. The nice thing about this is that the overspray won't even touch anything that's already oxidized. So it's not like you're going to, if I get a little bit of this on my log or on my chinking, it won't do anything to it at all. So anyway, I've only got a gallon mixed up, so I'm hoping I can do the whole thing with a gallon. Other than that, I have more, but that means I'd have to wait 6 or 8 hours. So. And for a couple minutes, it's just going to look wet, but you can already see it's starting to change the color as well. Looking fabulous. Okay, so before I go any further, one of the things I wanted to point out, the biggest mistake people make when they do board and batten is that they use too many nails. With the big wide boards, all you should use is one nail right smack in the middle at your nailers. Now I did run strips across here, so I have nailers every 2 feet. Use one nail in the middle, one nail in your strip. That allows that board to expand and contract. Now these boards were pretty dry, so I think they're going to pretty much stay where they are, but you have to make allowances for them to move. If you put them up green and nail the snot out of them, they're all going to crack in half. So if you can get them dry, get them dry. If you are going to put them up without them drying, you need to put a really big batten board because they'll shrink quite a bit. These ones should stay pretty much where they are because they've been dry for over a year. So when I was installing the window, Archie decided he wanted to come up, but instead of coming up the ladder like he normally does, he came across the top of the pizza oven and jumped that gap. Okay, this is my pizza oven, and this is the back kitchen. So I just need to get this section here, and as you can see, peek right around the corner, I still need to do that side of the house, but I think I have just enough wood to get it done. Again, red oak, it's been drying for just over a year, so I'm almost out of spray too. I think I'm just going to have enough to get it done if I'm careful. And the power line is not a power line. It is a set of lights that I light up the backyard with. So it is not on right now at all. Whenever I do my pizza parties, we're typically out here until 11, 12 o'clock. I've got a big pizza party coming up here in a month or so, and I'm hoping to film that whole thing so I mean, literally, it's quite amazing. There'll be 100 plus people here just eating pizza with me in the backyard. It's quite, I enjoy it very much. I enjoy having company. I enjoy having the people here. I enjoy feeding people. It all comes from my mother. You know, that's who my mother is as a person. I was raised by my mom, so that's where it comes from. Anyway, let's get up on here, check this out, see what it looks like. See if there's anything that I want to hit again. Anything that I might not have hit heavy enough. In general, I think that looks good. I don't see any spots that are sticking out real bad. Okay, there you go. A gallon of white distilling vinegar, and I put 6 or 7 of the double lot, which is a really fine steel wool. Now, what you'll want to remember is you want to separate that. I stuff mine down in the jug, but then I just keep another jug so I could dump it out. You want to separate those two before it breaks that steel wool all the way down, because if you don't, it just plays havoc on a sprayer, getting all those chunks of rust in there. So typically 6, 8, 10 hours even is fine. Much more than 10 hours, you're going to wind up picking pieces of, or filtering it. You can run it through a filter for doing paints or whatever. You do that and you can pick it out. Other than that, it really does make quite a mess. So anyway, 6 or 8 hours, and there you go. Much better than all that brand new wood back there, which would have taken probably a year to change to what it is now, and most likely up underneath the eaves and stuff where it didn't get wet, it may not ever change, or take 20 or 30 years for it to change up underneath where the sun and rain don't get to it. So anyway, thanks for coming along. I'll see you on the next episode. Lavender really wants to go play Frisbee really bad, so she's been learning really well, and she's such a good dog. I'll probably take time with her and shoot a couple videos of her playing catch out there. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'll see you on the next episode.